morning, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I am heading to the gym to train an upper body session, so I thought I would film and show you what it is that I do for my banded upper body warm-up routine. I see so many people skipping warm-ups before they go into their gym sessions, but it is so important that you're making sure your body is ready before lifting any weights and making sure that your joints and muscles are warmed up. The only equipment you will need for this warm-up are some resistance bands, and I do this warm-up on both of my upper body days, so on my push day, which is chest, shoulders and tries, and on my pull day, which is back and biceps, just to really make sure that all the muscles and all the joints and shoulders and things like that are warmed up. The first movement that I go in with is called a banded around the world. You want to start out with a nice neutral stance and you want to hold the band directly in front of you with both hands and have it quite wide. This just ensures that the band is not loose and that it's nice and tight to increase engagement. And then in a slow circular motion, you want to rotate one arm back so that you're bringing the band behind you. And the other arm should remain where it is, just holding the band. And then repeat that process by keeping the arm that you have just rotated back still and rotating the opposite arm forward to bring the band in front of you. This movement can be quite tricky to grasp at first, especially if you're like me and you're not very coordinated. But once you've got the hang of it, it is really good for getting your shoulders nice and warmed up, especially through overhead range of motion, so that is good for things like shoulder press. And then the second movement is a banded overhead tricep extension. I'm using the non-working hand to hold the band in place, and then my working arm is raised overhead. You want to keep your elbow as close to your head as you can and avoid it flaring out to the side. And then starting out with your elbow bent and your hand behind your head, you want to extend your forearm up towards the ceiling. And then you want to lower the band back down again by bringing your arm back behind your head. This exercise gets your triceps nice and warmed up and activated before movements such as bench press or shoulder press. And it also gets your elbows nice and warmed up as well. So I still do this on my back and bicep days to really get those elbows warmed up before doing things like lat pull down. And then exercise number 3 is known as banded pull aparts. You want to start out with your arms straight out in front of you with a slight bend in the elbow, and you want to make sure that your arms are at around shoulder height. Holding the resistance band in both hands, you want to pull the band apart by bringing your arms out to the sides and squeezing those shoulder blades together. Once the resistance band forms a straight line in front of you, you can return back to the starting position, making sure that the movements are nice and controlled. And this movement really helps warm up your traps, rear delts and rhomboids as well. And then for exercise number 4, I am going in with some banded shoulder dislocations. And for this exercise, you want to start out by holding the band in a straight line at your thighs. And then you want to raise both arms up and rotate them behind you to bring the band to your lower back. And then repeat that motion of bringing it forwards and backwards. And you want to make sure that your arms are straight throughout the whole movement. This exercise is perfect for shoulder mobility and flexibility, and it also helps open up the chest and lats as well. So for the 5th and final exercise, I have really been struggling to find an accurate name for this. So the most appropriate and accurate name that I could find is an alternating overhead reach. For the starting position, you want to hold your arms above your head in a Y position. And then keeping one arm overhead, you're going to lower the other arm to down towards your hip. And then you're going to alternate between both arms. And this is really good for overhead stability. Of course, like most of the exercises in this, increasing shoulder mobility. And I also feel like it really warms up my lats as well. And that is everything for my banded upper body warm-up routine. It doesn't take long to do at all. It literally takes 5 minutes, and it's so worth adding those extra 5 minutes in, as doing a warm-up like this can prepare you for exercise and reduce injury risk. It can help with stability, flexibility and posture. And that is everything for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.